Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For this month's vlog, I thought it would be fun to show you guys my filming equipment. I know a lot of you are probably interested in what I use to make my videos, so I thought this vlog series would be a good excuse to make this video. I'll have links to all the stuff that I talk about in the description, and I'll also compile them into a single link which I'll use in my descriptions for all my videos moving forward. Be sure to check that out if you're interested, remember to subscribe, and we'll start out the video by taking a look at what I use for my primary camera. This is my main camera. It's the Sony a7iii Mark III. I use it to take practically most of my videos and all my photos too. The image quality of this thing is great for YouTube, even though it might be considered quite limited to professionals. Even though I record my videos in this camera at 4K 30 FPS, I downscale it to 1440p in post. And that's because it allows me to do a 1.5 times zoom in without any loss of resolution. And that comes in really handy when I record things like switches, which are super tiny. I don't have a lot of complaints for this camera other than being limited to the 30 FPS in video. 60 FPS would be a lot smoother, but it would take double the data, so I'm not really sure if I'm willing to upgrade up to 60 FPS. Cameras that can record in 4K 60 are like 3 times the price as this one. I didn't even buy this one new. I bought it on KEH, used. The condition it came in was really good, so even though it was used, it still felt pretty brand new to me. Alright, the lens I'm using is the Tamron 28 to 75 millimeter f2.8 lens. Typically, I only record in 50 millimeters or 75. I don't usually pull back to the 38 or 28 range. I usually stay above that 50 mark. That habit of mine came from a long time ago when I was first started to make YouTube videos. People recommended using a 50 millimeter lens, so I try to stay at 50, or if I want to zoom in, I go higher to 75. I really don't have any complaints with this lens, and honestly, it's not that special, but being able to zoom in is definitely nice. I know I bought this one specifically because the price was a lot nicer than the official Sony lenses. Not really sure what the prices are now, but I'll have links in the description to everything so you guys can check it out for yourself. Okay, the last component on my camera is on the bottom, and it is this Ulanzi Falcam F38 quick release plate. Having quick release plates makes setting up my camera a lot faster. Before I would have to screw everything together and unscrew everything, but now mounting it to a tripod is super quick and easy. I have these plates on all my filming equipment now, so switching things on the fly is super fast. Small things like this that save a little bit of time really go a long way. When you have to set up your camera every single time, screwing things on and screwing things off, it could be a deterrent to wanting to make videos, so making things as easy as possible so you can actually focus on filming what you're doing rather than the filming itself is a benefit. My secondary camera is this one, the Sony ZV-1. This little guy is super great for what it is. It's really just a point and shoot camera that I don't have to worry about changing lenses or anything. And it's cheaper and more lightweight than my main camera, which allows me to do things like take it outside and not worry too much if it falls over in the wind or anything. Or gets dirty for that matter, because you guys may know that I spray paint occasionally when I customize my keyboards. Not having to worry about changing the lenses and it being able to zoom as well, again, is also very helpful. So this camera can also record in 4K 30, which I do, but there's a little caveat to that, is that this does have overheating problems. So for that reason, I can't record continuously for long periods of time, which does kind of suck because always having to check that it's still on and recording can be a little bit worrisome. Though thankfully this isn't my main camera, so I don't really use it a lot. Really, it's just for when I'm in a pinch and really need something lightweight to record. I think a camera like this could be great for if you're starting out on YouTube. The first camera I ever used was the Canon M50 for all of my early videos. I do think this one is nicer. Not having to worry about changing lenses is nice. It really does strip away a lot of the worrying factors when making videos. I found that Sony cameras are easy to use, at least for me. If you're looking for cameras to start making YouTube videos for a good price and you don't want to use your phone camera, I would actually recommend this, but I would not record in 4K. I would just record in 1080p. And I think this can also do 1080 60 FPS, which is what I would recommend you to do. I don't think there's much else to say about this little guy. It's just a fun camera to use when my big camera is not sufficient enough. Also on the bottom, you can see it has that Falcam F38 quick release plate. So mounting my cameras on any of my things is super quick. This is my camera slider, which I actually don't use all that much. I've only used it for a couple of shots every now and again, but really I'm not using this thing all the time. I did purchase it because I wanted to make some more interesting shots in my videos, but I just don't see a lot of need for a slider in my videos. I thought I would use it more for product shots and things like that, and product reveals, but I don't really use it too much. As you can see, I have the quick release on it. All right, let me find a battery. It's an automatic slider and you control it by connecting to an app. Okay, and as you can see, you can use the app to move it left and right. And I think it can go faster too. This is the max speed. It's a little bit wobbly because I did put a quick release plate on the bottom. Normally it would lay flat, but typically I mount it to a tripod, so the wobbly bottom is, you know, kind of a byproduct of that plate there. Maybe you can see it better like this, and you can slide the camera. It's nice, it's cool, it works well, but I just don't use it for my stuff. I might sell it, I might not. I haven't decided if this is actually going to be something that I use in my regular videos. I honestly feel like I might not need this that much, but it was a cool purchase when I got it. Alright, this right here is probably my favorite purchase out of all of my camera equipment. This is a teleprompter by Neewer. This saves me a lot of time because all of my videos are scripted, and having to memorize a script is something that I'm not really good at. Even single sentences I have trouble memorizing and saying on camera sometimes, so I'll be saying the sentence over and over and over. But with this thing, I can just set it up and read my script all the way through. The way it works is you put your camera on the back here, and the front has this reflective surface. And let me just get my tablet. Then I just put my tablet here, open up the teleprompter app, and now I can read my script and play it. And it's super easy to read. This is my Game Boy script that I'm just using as an example. Using this thing seriously saves me so much time. It's a real lifesaver and really cuts down like hours to my video making process. I don't think a teleprompter is necessary for everyone, especially if you're good at just turning on the camera and looking into the camera and talking. I'm not really great at that, as you can probably tell by my vlogs, but it's something I'm trying to learn. But because I script all my videos anyways, having a teleprompter and not needing to memorize my scripts anymore makes making videos a lot faster. If you yourself are not really good at articulating your ideas right out of your head and would instead prefer to write a script, if you're going to read from a script, you should definitely do it from a teleprompter. It's super helpful. Thank you so much for watching. All the items I talked about are in the description. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.